Hello brothers, my name is the DwarfBass and today I am going to be talking to you all about the balance changes that dropped on September 9th, 2020. Now these changes, they might be a little sketchy, they might make you scream, they might make you happy, I don't know what to tell you, but we're gonna go over them. So in these balance changes today, of course, I'll be reading off of the release notes that Supercell provided on the Clash Royale website. So I'll make sure to link that down in the description below. So if you brothers want to go check that out, you can. I am really itchy. I got something on my leg. Oh boy. But also, Orange Juice Gaming, I took some notes off of his video that he did over the balance changes. So I will make sure to give credit to him by linking his channel down in the description below. If you brothers want to go check him out, then you're more than welcome to. And let's go ahead and get into the balance changes. Now, there are 4 cards on the balance change, that being the Fire Spirits, the Bomber, the Heal Spirit, and the Zappies. And the Fire Spirits change, of course, will affect the Furnace, but the Furnace itself is not being buffed. It's just not being changed, rather, but the Fire Spirits themselves will be changing. So let's get into this. So let's talk about the Heal Spirit first. So the Heal Spirit, its heal radius is being decreased by 12.5%, which means it's going from 4 tiles to 3.5 tiles, which means it's losing 23% of its total area. Now we are happy to see the reincarnation of the heal spell being popular and effective. However, it currently brings too much value for just 1 elixir. By reducing the radius of the heal effect rather than the heal effect itself, Heal Spirit now requires a bit more skill to use and is slightly easier to counter. So Supercell is very careful with balancing this card because they don't want to kill this card like they did the heal spell and make the heal not so good or just completely useless in most instances. But with this, of course, with the Heal Spirit, it's rated, instead of taking into effect the heal effect, the radius, reducing it by a half a tile pretty much. Just doing that should be a good balance for it, is what Supercell's thinking. But yeah, so I mean, I haven't seen a lot of people using the Heal Spirit, but man, I was playing some battles yesterday and holy crap, I saw Heal Spirits everywhere. People were using it like crazy. I guess they were like, oh shit, we gotta use this before Supercell just ruins this card. But maybe this change isn't, a ruining of this card. I don't know. I don't know how people will take this, but have fun with it this season at least, and I guess we'll see where it goes. So let's move on to the Fire Spirits. Now their area damage radius is being increased by 13%, which means it's going from 1.5 tiles to 1.7 tiles. Fire Spirits have been in need for love in a while. In an ideal world, we eventually want to rework the current Fire Spirits to be a solo spirit, similar to other spirits like Ice and Heal. But because Fire Spirits are tied to the Furnace, it gets a little tricky. While we are prototyping this single Fire Spirit, we thought it would be nice to make the current live Fire Spirits and Furnace viable again with an area damage radius buff. So with this, Supercell basically just said, hey, we're trying to think of a new idea for the Fire Spirits to make it a Fire Spirit instead of Spirits. But with it being tied to the Furnace, it is a little difficult to do that because then you have to rework the Furnace, and then it's just it's a fun little mess there. But we'll see what happens with that. So with this change is basically just to give them some love and show people the power of Fire Spirits and how viable they are for 2 elixir. Man, they are such beautiful cards for 2 elixir. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on here. So let's go to the Zappies. Now the Zappies, they are getting an 18% faster first hit, which means their first hit will be going from 1.1 seconds to 0.9 seconds. Now, the last changes we made to the Zappies were not enough, so we're adding one more small buff to them. It's now easier to react to an oncoming push with the first quick zaps. So, whenever you get when your opponent throws a Hog Rider right there, or a Ram Rider, or Battle Ram, Prens, Dark Prens, whatever they throw at the bridge, and you're like, oh god, what do I do? Throw Zappies. It's okay. If you got Zappies, you're good. You're going to stop that bad boy. They're going to get, of course, with that faster first hit, they're going to be able to stop those units faster, and then they're going to help the tower out a crap ton with that, being able to take out those units faster and quicker, and yeah, so just good times all around, I would say. So for the Zappies, you know, they got some love. Good for them. Now let's, oh god, do we have to talk about this card? Let's talk about the bomber. All right, Supercell, I need you to do something for me. All right, I need you to go into a corner. I need you to put your nose in a corner and think about what you did. All right. Let's just see what happened to the bomber. Let's see what Supercell decided to do. So they decided to increase its hit speed by 5%, which means, or decrease its hit speed by 5%, which means it's going from 1.9 seconds to 1.8 seconds. So it's going to have more DPS, and yeah, this little shit, all right, he's just going to be even more powerful than he already is. I think the bomber is already powerful. He didn't need this change. You know what card needed a change? Let's talk about the royal delivery for a second. You know, the royal delivery, man, you could throw that card down, it would take care of a bomber. Oh my god, it was so beautiful when you could take care of a bomber. You just drop that royal delivery down and boom, the bomber's gone. You don't have to worry about it. It was equal elixir. It was like, yes, finally something to counter that son of a bitch. And then Supercell's like, well, I don't know about that. Let's change the royal delivery. Let's decrease its damage. And then, you know, in a later update, let's just screw over its knockback too, because, you know, why not screw up one thing when we can screw up another thing? And it's like, Jesus Christ, Supercell, why in the hell did you make that change? Because now the bomber is literally everywhere. There's nothing that counters it just perfectly. For 3 elixir, there's nothing that counters it. It's always going to get 1 hit on either whatever unit you place, or 1 hit on the tower every time, or 2 hits on the tower every time. It's just like, why Supercell? Why did you do this? Why did you think, oh, this is a good idea? Now, oh, let's buff the bomber too while we're at it. Let's make it even faster, so whenever it gets to another unit or gets to the tower, it's going to be shooting even faster. So it's going to be doing more damage. It's like, Supercell, what the fuck are you doing? Oh god. Ugh. Yeah, I got a little upset. Fuck. All right, let me just read the release notes. I went off on a tangent. Bomber is one of the original support cards, and in recent times it has been overshadowed by other more viable cards. This bony little dude gets some DPS increase to give him a bit more value. He didn't need it. He didn't need it. You know, why not just do something else with them, or maybe, hey, let's buff the roll delivery. All right, so let's just end this. But before I end this, of course, I gotta discuss my opinion of these changes. Now let's go back to the heal spirit. Let's get happy again. All right, let's think about the heal spirit. Okay, good. All right, heal spirit. Do I agree with the heal spirit's changes? Sure, why not? I mean, you know, for 1 elixir, we don't need it to be so strong. Because, you know, once it gets too powerful, we're gonna have to do something else. Either, you know, get rid or just make its heal effect worse, or increase its cost. You know, but the thing is, Supercell is trying to really be careful with the heal spirit, just because they don't want it killed like the heal spirit was. So they got to be really careful. But with this change, I think it'll be an alright change. You know, with its radius reduction, I think it'll be fine, and I think. Now, I mean, people won't be too mad at that. So, do I agree with it? Yeah, sure, why not? Fire Spirits, do I agree with their change? Yes! I love Fire Spirits, man. For 2 elixir, they're literally a fireball, dude. They're so awesome. I love Fire Spirits. I've always loved them. And with this, they're getting a little more love. And, Supercell, you did good with this one. You did pretty damn well. Now, of course, this also benefits the Furnace as well. But like I said earlier, the Furnace itself isn't getting a buff. However, the Fire Spirits are, so the Furnace is kind of included. But yeah, so Fire Spirits, do I agree with their change? Yeah, I do. I love it. Zappies, all right? let's talk about Zappies. Do I agree with their changes? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those Zappies, bro. They just. Oh my gosh, they're gonna hit faster. They're gonna have a faster first hit. So that means they're gonna stop units faster. Like, you know, those stupid Hog Riders and Ram Riders and Dark Prince, Battle Ram, whatever's coming at your tower. If it's running at you, you don't know what to do. Well, guess what? You're gonna stop that bad boy in its tracks. Those Zappies, they're gonna do so good. They're gonna help your units take out those units faster. They're gonna help your Princess Tower take it out faster. Zappies, y'all are good. Y'all are doing good. Do I agree with these changes? Yes, I do. The Bomber. Fuck the Bomber, okay? I don't have to say anything. Just fuck the Bomber. I don't like the Bomber. I don't like it, okay? It's just... I mean, okay. It's not that I don't like the Bomber. But, Jesus Christ, the Bomber is a little too powerful for 3 Elixir, alright? It's a little too powerful. Increase its cost, for God's sake, and then we'll be in Happy Land, maybe. Maybe. Or... you know, buff the roll delivery to where it can actually take care of the Bomber in one shot. Like it used to. Back in the glory days of the roll delivery before Supercell decided to kill it and then completely kill it in the last update. You know, fuck the Bomber. It's a piece of shit. No one likes it. Nobody I don't know. If you like the Bomber, then I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I need to not be filled with rage. I'm sorry. I just get so agitated with this stupid Bomber. All right, because you brothers are awesome. All right, y'all are good. Okay, if y'all like the Bomber, good for you. But I hate it. Okay, it bugs the ever-living shit out of me. So do I agree with this change? Absolutely not. I don't have to say anything else. That's it. Bye. But yeah, so that's all the balance changes for this season, and I hope that you all do enjoy these changes. Hopefully they make your life better or not. For me, it just pissed me off. That one change just really made me mad. But other than that, yeah, I'm pretty alright with these changes. This was a good set of balance changes from Supercell. So yeah, so you know, of course you can tell me down in the comments below, or you can chat with me on Instagram and Snapchat at _DwarfBass and share your thoughts on these balance changes. Do you agree with them? Do you not agree with them? What you thinking? What's your strat? Or what are you doing? What we doing? All right. What's your thought? What's your thought? Tell me down below, or Instagram, Snapchat. Of course, my DMs are open, and of course, Snapchat. Just snap me. You'll see me. It's cool. But yeah. So let's commentate a little bit now. This deck, I had a struggle with this deck testing it out before I actually got replays ready for the balance change video. Because yesterday, holy shit, I kept losing and losing and losing with this deck, but I eventually got my groove with this deck today. I did pretty good with it all up until this replay, which you're going to see here. I'm going to struggle a little bit to stop all these pushes because I can't get my Sparky out, and I can't really I can't get a strong push because he's just rushing me, which is the best way to stop this kind of deck, is to just rush constantly. If your opponent rushes you, you're gonna have a struggle with this deck, and that's what I did. I had a struggle, but you know, look at that, and I had to even throw a heal spirit to take out those skeletons just because they were so annoying. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to here. I pretty much just forget what the fuck I'm doing because I placed the Zappies in the wrong place. And I let that lumberjack get through, and that was it. But that was my only really strong loss I had. But other than that, this deck worked pretty good for me. And if you want to try it out for yourself, of course it's on the video border on the left hand side of the screen. All you gotta do is look at that, see it. If you want to try it out, you go for it. Let me donate here to Milton and Fisticuffs. Hey, look, holy shit, I'm number 2. Look at that. If you guys want to clan, come on, guys. Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs. It's a good place, all right? We share replays, we donate, we trade, we talk often. If that sounds fun, you can come on by. Of course, regular activity is required. Any activity of 10 or more days and no donations will get you kicked. But other than that, it's fine. It's a good clan. If you want to come on by, just keep searching that clan tag, and eventually you might find an opening. And thank you, brothers, so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, make sure to slap that like button, comment down below, tell me how your day was. I would love to read how your all's day was, and of course you can tell me how the balance changes are, if you like them, if you hate them, whatever. Of course you can talk to me on Instagram and Snapchat as well at _DwarfBass. You can chat with me there about it, or pretty much anything in general. And go subscribe to PewDiePie, alright? PewDiePie, he is absolutely adorable. He's just such a wonderful person. I am the DwarfBass, and I will see you brothers next time. Bye-bye!